We know with Achilles and all that. You guys get hurt too fast. Welcome to Sports Talk on the Tuesday night edition. We're going to have it was cold in Connecticut. We're going to have a hot time tonight in the studio. I'm Dr. Jerry Green, along with my good friend and the producer of the show, Big Don for Big Don Production. What's up, my brother?
Everything's good. Everything's good.
And all the way to my right is the legend himself, Brother Bruce Austin. What's up, Brother Bruce?
Everything's beautiful, brother.
Oh, you're looking good, brother.
Anytime these eyes open, it's beautiful.
Henry, how's the weather in Florida, man, Jacksonville?
Cold, only 50-something degrees in there.
That's a heat wave here,
we got
man.
the heat on. We got the heat on. Got my brother Henry Green all the way in Jacksonville, Florida. What's up, bro?
All right. How's everybody this evening?
All the way in Maryland, Frederick, Maryland. My brother-in-law, Larry Pearson. What's up, brother Larry? What's up?
KC.
I'm dying about KC. They got to make the playoffs, like Donald said.
Maybe.
Everybody move. Kendall Tyson, what's up?
What's happening, gentlemen?
All right. And one of the greatest pastors in the world from Basileia, my man, Pastor Walter T. What's up, Pastor? God bless you.
God bless you. How's everyone?
Yes,
All
sir.
right. And our sports legend, Anthony McLean. What's up, my brother?
Doing good.
And the man with the Vikings in the backdrop, one of the greatest bishops in the world, just got back from Nigeria, ready to go to Aruba, and Bishop Ernest E. Richard Jr. What's up, my brother? You on mute, man. You on mute.
Turn your mic on.
Y'all can't hear you.
You see Larry going like this.
Get the smoke down. No more smoke.
All right, there you go.
Yeah.
I'm saying I'm gonna need this upcoming vacation with all this madness. All right, I'm gonna leave that alone. Good afternoon, good evening, gentlemen. How are you? I'm just getting off my medication, watching that game the other day, so I feel better now.
All right. Well, we're gonna let Larry do his thing with football because we got some sad news in basketball. Lenny Wolf,
Be nice to me, Larry.
Michael Ray Richardson passed away. We'll get into that. And Larry, do your thing, brother. What you got for me?
Yes. Question. I've been watching Green Bay play the Philadelphia Eagles, and I could have went to sleep in the first half. I mean, they didn't score 1 point. You know, they marched down the field a couple of times, and Hurts fumbled. Then Love fumbled and gave it back. To me, I don't think Love is a quarterback that can take him to the Super Bowl or even to the championship game. Right now, Green Bay got a great defense, but very little on offense, and they're not going to win the division. If they get in, they're getting as a wild card. Anthony, talk to me. Give me your thoughts.
Yeah, that was neither team did anything last night. I mean, the Eagles won because somebody had to, but yeah, the Packers have been it's been a slow death with the Packers. After the losing to Carolina at home and then losing to the Eagles last night. I'm not even sure if we can call them an elite team anymore because they were flatter than a pancake yesterday, and the sad thing is the Eagles weren't even that much better.
All right, so all right, go ahead, Larry. Who you want to go next?
Go ahead, Pastor.
Yeah, man, you had two great defenses. I mean, you had elite defenses, and Green Bay was missing the tight end. The tight end got hurt, and that's usually Jordan. That's his security blanket. But I thought it was a good game because it was a defensive battle. It wasn't 50-49, but it was a good defensive battle. Somebody had to win, like you said. But you can see how tough you can see how tough the Packers' offense is. Where you only held to the Eagles to 10 points, and the touchdown came in the fourth quarter. So that's like the Super Bowl between the Rams and the Patriots back in the day. Everything, but I said that was a boring. But when you're going to hold the Patriots, like with Tom Brady, this wasn't the Rams held Tom Brady. He didn't get a touchdown until the fourth quarter. It was 3-0 at halftime. But it was just too good a defensive battle. But yeah, the Packers got something. Their quarterback he's got to step it up. When it goes bad, he loses his juice. He's just like go through the motions. Instead of carrying the team on his back, he kind of just gives up. Seems like it. I don't know.
Yeah, I think Love was second guessing himself. Bishop, go ahead. What you think?
I was getting ready to say exactly that. He seemed like he was second guessing himself last night. I watched for the first time the entire game from start to finish. To me, it was, and I heard one of the ESPN sportscasters use this phrase, it was a rock fight where everybody was well covered. So, I mean, what are we going to do? I appreciated the game, but, at the end of the day, Green Bay had several opportunities to at least, they got back in the game, but they had several opportunities to actually win the game. And I was kind of surprised with the Eagles. Saquon Barkley, with the exception of a couple of great plays, was pretty much held in check. Brown didn't do a whole lot. They didn't get too much out of their tight end. Long story short, they got through it. It was one of those games, just get through it and find a way to win it. And they did exactly that.
Go ahead, Kendall.
Well, I realized that I fell asleep on the game, but I realized it was a game that I fell asleep on. There was no scoring. Jordan Love hasn't been doing anything in the last couple games. I don't think he has like a touchdown pass in like 17 quarters or something like that. He's just doing really, really bad this year. He's not looking good. Boring. Thank God for, waking up in the middle of the night and seeing the NBA. So.
Well, my brother Henry.
Yeah, Jordan Love, he's the weak link for Green Bay. I've been saying that all year. So if you compare him to all the top quarterbacks that the other teams have, he's the weak link. So right there, that's going to be their problem. So we'll see. I don't think they're going to have to get another quarterback because he's not who they thought he was going to be.
I know the kicker woke up this morning and he happy as heck to hear everybody blaming Love. He's happy. All Love fault. 2 chances he had on that kick and he couldn't get it.
Yeah, but it was a career long. It wasn't even a prayer. That was what else we're gonna do. You got to do something, so let him kick it. There was no probability of him making that kick.
No, he's so happy.
And he was injured too. Yeah, that's his first game back. He had a upper thigh injury or something like that. So that was just a prayer. It was like, okay, if you make it, you make it. If you don't, and nothing else. The last play of the game.
I don't think it should have come down to that spot. I'll go back to the third quarter when they had a decent drive moving the ball forward, and then suddenly he's overthrowing everybody. And then on the Eagles side, these third down calls, running plays, man, I couldn't understand what the Eagles were doing with that last set of downs they had with 27 seconds left in the game. Why you run? I mean, I know you want to run the ball, but at least create some kind of play that's going to get you out and can kind of chew up some clock. Never mind. I'm just sitting there saying, what are y'all doing? What are y'all doing?
I was looking at it too. Why they're not trying a couple of short passes? That's what I'm thinking.
Yeah, go ahead. let Bruce do his thing.
Yeah, it's just one of them games, man. That defense and nobody couldn't get it together on either side. Hurts couldn't do much. Love couldn't do much. It was just one of them games, man. So I mean, like you said, that was one of the ones you take a nod every commercial and extend it a little bit. You know what I mean?
Mhm.
I already said.
But I got a question for you guys then, to my football man. Since the game was that close, 10-7, all right, is that showing that Philadelphia, even in a tight game, a low-scoring game, a game that's gritted out, are they still that team that you got to beat, no matter if it's a high-scoring game or a low-scoring game, that team that can play either way, a low-scoring game or a high-scoring game? Is that the team you got to beat, though? Let me ask Larry, because Philly beat your team in the Super Bowl, right? Is Philly a team that can play either way, low scoring or high scoring or what?
They can play a low scoring game. That's not a problem to them because they can always come back. And high scoring affair, they got that in them too. They showed this year, but they've been some high shootouts. They've been some games that have come from behind, but they really had to come from behind, but consistently, proven over time. This year they have to be getting it done, yes. But consistently over time,
Okay.
they can play high or low scoring game, but in a shootout, and if the defense is not holding, I think it'll be kind of hard for them to keep up.
But you guys understand what I'm saying? Henry, you understand what I'm saying?
Absolutely. But
Okay.
I would say right now in the NFC, the two teams that are the most consistent is the Seahawks and the Rams as of right now. But the Eagles, you can't count them out.
Okay.
But aren't the Eagles just as consistent? I mean,
Yeah, I just said you can't count them out.
Long as you
You can't
winning.
count them out. Absolutely.
Yeah, long as you winning, you still got to give them they do.
Right.
That's right.
I think, like everybody said, what they're doing, they're adjusting per game. They're doing what they have to do to win per game, and that's what really counts.
Yeah.
So you can't say they're not consistent. They've been
But
consistent.
sooner or later, that's going to catch up with you.
We lost how many? 2 games?
Ask
Yeah,
Kansas
you
City about that one, Larry.
Sooner
Yeah,
or
but
later,
Yeah, but they can do it because they got one of the top defenses in the league. Plus, they offense can explode at any time. So they one of the few teams that can play that type of game.
Okay, low and
I
high.
believe.
Right.
Yeah, either way,
Either way,
they
that's
can
what I'm
play.
saying. Right,
Right.
right.
Yeah.
Right.
but check their schedule. Certain times they give 30 points, and most times they don't. But when they give them 30 points, you know what I'm saying? If you're a consistent defense, you shouldn't have those big drops.
Yeah, but keep in mind, Larry, but they held Green Bay to 7 points. I mean, Green Bay can score points too now. But their defense, like I said, I mean, we're not going to score. You're not going to score either. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Let me
But
let Pastor say something too. Go ahead, Pastor. You're my football man.
Yeah, well, I think obviously they proved that they're defending champs, so they have that winning mentality now. They know what it takes to win. So yeah, I think they can win in either type of game.
I mean, if I can throw my little 10
Right.
pennies in the pot, I would say the top 4 currently right now would be the Eagles, followed by the Seahawks, followed by the Rams, followed by the Lions. That's just my opinion.
That's an NFC. Okay, go ahead, Kendall.
I think I'm going to agree with the Bishop. Eagles, Seahawks 7-2. The Rams and Seahawks, to me, I got them tied, and then because it's such parity in the NFL. So we're talking about the NFC, right? With just those. I still have the Eagles, Seahawks, Rams, Seahawks, either way. And wow, what was your fourth one, Bishop?
The Lions.
Correct.
The Lions haven't been showing me. Yeah, I'm going to go with the Lions. Yeah, that's a good one, but they haven't really been showing much lately. But yeah,
But this weekend, everybody hits heads. Everybody. Philadelphia, Detroit, and the Rams and the Seahawks all play this weekend.
okay. Those are the teams. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't see anybody else because I mean you got some outsiders, but they're real life outsiders, meaning they're outside the stadium. Ain't
Yeah,
even
they're
on the
outside. They're
field.
definitely outside.
Like the Vikings.
And, well, the Vikings are getting tickets for the Super Bowl already. Sell some popcorn.
The Bears fell off. The Giants fell off.
No,
Yeah.
I'm not going to throw them under the bus like that. I got to realize that, and I'll wait till you get to talk about it before I say much because I'm not disappointed, but at the same time, a little annoyed with Kevin O'Connell.
But go ahead, brother Anthony. What you think about Philly under, like I was saying about how they find ways to win, and or
Well, yeah, again, like, you go back to what Walt said, because they've been to the Super Bowl a bunch of times, they've been the most consistent. The scary thing with the Eagles, I think, is that if and when Barkley can get out of his funk, they become very, very dangerous. To me, now that the weather is starting to turn cold, the teams that will be able to run the ball, I think, are going to be the teams you see that's going to step out over in the next few weeks or so.
Wow, because of cold weather. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Well, Larry, what other topic you got, bro?
Okay, next we're going to talk about the Rams.
The Rams.
The Rams played very good against San Francisco. Matter of fact, they almost beat them in the first half. San Francisco made a lot of mistakes. They have some easy touchdowns. The Rams look very good. And the defensive front didn't put that much of a pressure on them. They just dominated the game. But next week is going to be the real test when they go to Seattle. And Seattle looked pretty good, but they looked shaky when Donald got pressure on them. And I'm going to see if they're going to show up for this Rams game, So, Pastor, since that's your team, tell me how you think it's going to go. And how do they play this week?
They're going to play very well. This is a big test for this is a big game right there. Rams and Seattle. They're playing in LA though. They're not playing in Seattle.
All right.
But it's a big test because you see what happened to Donald last year when he played with the Vikings. There was the Rams team that, took him out, made him turn into a pumpkin. So he's got to see if they can keep the Rams front four from pressuring him. If they can keep him upright, man, he's having a great year, and they got some great wide receivers. The defense is athletic, and it's going to be a real big test for the Rams and the CX. The thing about it is, can Donald beat the Rams? Can he beat that pass rush that he couldn't do last year with the Vikings? I mean, if he turned into a pumpkin again, they're probably going to say, hey, that's not our franchise quarterback. Plus, we done seen this 2 years in a row. But if he does well and stands in there and they win, that's going to be a big stepping stone for them. But it's going to be a good game. You know what I like, though? What I want to say about the Rams? I love their coach has learned. Because before he was just pass. Now he come out with 3 tight ends running the ball. He has never done that. They have more than 2 tight ends on their team. Now he got like 5. He's evolved. He's looking around like, wait a minute, we got to run the ball. And I like what they're doing, man. Last year I said it was a fun team to watch because of defense. Now I like them, especially with Devontae Adams. They got 2 number 1 wide receivers. They look good.
Okay, Henry.
Yeah, Pastor just said it's a big game. They're playing in LA.
Yeah.
I really like the way the Rams are playing. Seattle playing really good.
Yeah.
I think it's gonna be a tight game, but I'm gonna give it to the Rams. I think the Rams are gonna pull out because I think their quarterback he's better than McDonald, a lot better. So it should be good.
Okay, Kendall.
Let me see. Because this year in the NFL, I'm just like waiting for everything to clear up. I'm literally looking at just Philadelphia and Kansas City, and nothing else is taking me away from those things. I mean, the Rams, to me, are looking like a very good team. You got to look at Matthew Stafford being a MVP candidate. Drake May, MVP candidate. There's nothing that's distinguishing a lot of the teams for me. Doesn't mean that they're not distinguishing. It's just not happening for me.
Okay, Bishop.
Well, listen, I think Pastor Walt said it all and show you something. Sam Darnold with the Vikings last year, the Vikings were a top 10 offensive line last year, and the Rams just shook him to the core. I mean, he played well, but he did not play well enough. And I tend to think that the coach of the Rams may not go back to the game plan that he had with Minnesota, but I'm very sure he's going to look at some of that to figure out how to rattle Darnold's cage. And this is where we're going to see Sam Darnold for who he really is. This game coming up. So I'm going to keep my eye on the game, but I'm riding with the Rams on this one because, I mean, I'm looking at this team and watching some of the things they're doing. They jump out to a 21-0 lead in the first half. So, you know, the Rams, and the funny thing, they're waking up at the right time. Same thing they did last year. It was around this time they started waking up and started moving forward. So keep your eye on them because one of them top 4 teams I just named might get knocked out and replaced by the Rams. Probably be the Seahawks.
Go ahead, Anthony.
Yeah, this is all about Darno. It's more mental than physical right now because it's a you know, if Seattle's going to do anything, they have to start it now. And go back to what Bishop said, the Rams offensively now are starting to, you know, they're starting to peak. And the fact that they've got that balance makes them even tougher to beat because a lot of teams just keyed on Puka Nacua and Adams, but now they have to focus on that run game now. It's going to make them I think we said this at the beginning of the year. It's the Rams division to lose, and nothing's really changed.
Nope.
Well, I like the Seahawks in this one, Seattle, because of their defense. They got 2 guys on there that 2 teams gave up on. They got Big Leonard Williams, and they got DeMarcus Lawrence, and them boys raising havoc. People sleeping on how good Seattle's defense is.
No, their defense is real good. I ain't sleeping on them. They got Ernest Jones too. He came from the Rams.
Yeah.
You know, they got a tough defense, man.
And I think the Rams got the better quarterback, but I think Donald is good enough to hang in there with the defense that he's playing with. You know, so that's the only reason I picked Seattle, because I wasn't putting too much stock into Seattle, but I really watched them, and man, that defense is ferocious.
Yeah,
Well,
I want to go along with Bruce, but it's just hard to go against Stafford at this point. I have a problem with go down on one side and Stafford on the other. I got to go with Stafford. I would just wish somebody at the game would be holding up a purple flag. Then maybe I can see the real O'Donnell come out.
Yeah.
That was a cheap shot. Cheap shot.
So,
Shots fired.
But I got to go with the quarterback, so I'm going to go with the Rams.
Okay, I'm going to go with the Rams, but I do got a question. Bruce brought up the defense. Seattle got a great defense. Can Stafford, but can Stafford do something against that defense, though?
A
low-scoring game or high-scoring game?
Yeah, but Stafford, see, it all depends on the protection that Stafford's getting.
Okay.
He's great, man.
Yes, he is.
He ain't no slouch, and he's been in every situation. You know what I mean? All the way back when he didn't have nobody playing with him in Detroit.
Okay.
You know
low-scoring game or high-scoring game?
I think it'd be in the, maybe in the
like 17-10 or
24-17, somewhere around there. Yeah.
Okay.
But both of them
35-28.
What you said, Pastor?
35-28.
Yeah, both of them think their defense.
The defense ain't that good if he scored 35
No,
points.
I don't think it'd be that high.
Their offense is good though. Dude, just look at the score. What did score last week? The Rams scored 42, and Seattle scored 40 something as well. The offense is good as well.
40 last week.
Okay.
Yeah, but who they play?
Well, the Rams the week before that. Stafford has thrown 4 touchdowns in the last 4 games with no interceptions.
Right, for a long time.
Yep, 4 games in a row.
Yeah.
That's the first time in history. No other quarterback has done that. None. 4 touchdowns in 4 games in a row.
2 turnovers in the last 4 games, which is still not a bad ratio.
Yeah, he's got 25 touchdowns and 2 interceptions.
Yep, that's about it. So
But
Yeah.
I think it'll be a good game. The thing is, if they rattle Darnold's cage,
That's
I'm
the
not
whole case.
saying Seattle's finished. A great defense, a great defense. I just do not see Seattle keeping score. It's going to be on Darnold to stay with the Rams. End of story.
I think that is absolutely right. I think if they can rattle Darnold, then Seattle's done. But if Darnold can play good, then they're gonna have to keep up with Stafford.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
That's what I think.
It could be a great game.
Right, okay.
But see, Seattle defense, I'm looking at the game they played this past week where they had 2 fumbles for DeMarcus Lawrence had 2 fumble recoveries back to back.
They played. I mean, no mean no harm, man. But they played. They played Carolina, man. They wasn't playing the Rams.
Oh wow!
It make a difference. I go along with that.
Go ahead, Larry.
Rams was playing the 49ers. I mean, and they should have beat the 49ers the first time, but they fumbled the ball on the 1-yard line going in for a touchdown. They should have swept the series.
Yeah, it definitely make a difference who you playing.
All right, go ahead, Larry. Give me your
Okay, next subject gonna be the Kansas City Chiefs in a must-win. Kansas City coming off a bye week. They primed. I've been on the phone. We've been talking. They're gonna come out fast and heavy. And they guaranteed me. They're gonna take this thing. Not only gonna take this thing, but they go on a run. It's gonna start with Denver. Colts gonna roll. Then we knocking down Dallas.
So
Go ahead, Anthony.
they guaranteed you, so you guaranteeing us. That's the way it goes.
I'm guaranteeing you they're gonna win. I guarantee it. Cash and check.
All right.
It's a big one. It's a big one for Kansas City. It's a big
Must
Go
win.
ahead.
They
Go
lose
ahead,
this one,
Anthony.
Larry. They ain't making the playoffs, man.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I
Larry.
believe that.
Yeah, this
So that's that.
this is their
If they
season.
lose this, they ain't making the playoffs. No.
Go ahead, Anthony. Go ahead. Say something. You want to say something?
Yeah. This is KC's season this week.
Yeah. Yeah.
And with Denver, the biggest thing with them, we were talking about Darnold, but we got to figure out, which Bo Nix is going to show up because
Exactly.
Bo has been. I'll be nice and say mediocre. The last few weeks, they even struggled with a real bad Raiders team. But now the game is the game in this is in Denver or is it in
Denver?
It's in Denver, I think.
Yeah, I mean
10 days off. Too.
Yeah. Both teams had the long layoff. I'll only say Denver only because of it being at home. That's all. That's the only thing because Kansas City's just been too inconsistent to just automatically make them the favorite on the road. I'll go with Denver and just hope that the real Bo Nix shows up, I guess, at some point.
Denver, KC is favored 67-33.
Can't be by much, right?
No.
67-33.
Touchdown.
It's a must-win, Larry, for KC. I mean, the key here in their offensive line block the Broncos. They got the best defense in the league. Lead the league by far. I mean, it ain't even close for sacks. I mean, it's not close. They're leading the league in sacks. And you just see Buffalo couldn't get near Tua, and they knocked Patrick Mahomes down 15 times. So can their offensive line keep Pat up? I'm going with Kansas City because I just think this is their season's on the line, and I think Pat Mahomes will rise to the occasion if he got to run the ball himself. But that's going to be the key. Can they keep him upright? But I'm going to go with Mahomes until they knock him out the playoffs.
Go ahead, Kendall.
But you got to go with Mahomes, and then you got to look at Bo Nix. Mahomes is a Hall of Fame quarterback while playing. I think we have 3 of them playing. I think we have Matthew Stafford, Pat Mahomes, and more than likely
Aaron
Rodgers. But I'm going to say on the cusp, if it continues, you might look at a Baker Mayfield. If he continues, he needs a little bit more time. And in saying that, I'm looking at Bo Nix, and I'm saying Bo Nix was reminding me of Ken O'Brien, Todd Blackledge, Kelly Smith. Tim Couch. Some of these quarterbacks who were drafted pretty, high in the rankings, but they seem to have like a ceiling because Bo Nix has been incredibly inconsistent lately. So, and I'm thinking Matthew Stafford is literally, I'm sorry, yeah, literally I'm sorry, Pat Mahomes is literally the best. Because I'm thinking Matthew Stafford being Hall of Fame, but Pat Mahomes is literally the best quarterback we've ever seen. So I think it's a no-brainer. Kansas City is just going to walk all over him because it's a must-win. And I would never bet against Pat Mahomes in a must-win.
All right, go ahead, Henry.
Well, I was looking at Kansas City's schedule for the next couple of games.
Yeah, it's tough.
Yeah,
Murder's row.
right now, Kansas City is, if the playoffs were today, they'd be sitting on the couch with us.
Yeah.
So they gotta go to Denver, and then they gotta play the Colts. So they really can't lose either one of those games. And then the third game, because it's a short game, they play that Sunday. Then they gotta play Thanksgiving. So they 4 days. Even though they play the Cowboys, when they have a short span, sometimes you never know how them games
They played
go.
Dallas. They played Dallas.
But the next 3 games is really going to show. The only reason I'm just saying they should the Cowboy game because of the schedule. They play Sunday, then they got to turn around and play that Thursday. So we'll see.
All right.
Go ahead, Bishop.
Well, I'll say this. One thing Bo don't know this year, Bo don't know consistency.
Yeah, no.
But, the problem here is if Bo can learn consistency, I think he can do a number on Kansas City. And I'm not going to bypass Kansas City's defense. It still is a top 10 defense. And they can probably shake them up. I've seen Bo make some bonehead passes. So I'm going to ride Denver on this one. Not that I'm looking for Kansas City to get knocked out, but I think Kansas City is going to end up being their own worst enemy. The Mahomes magic is going to turn on them this trip.
Hey, quick question.
So who you going with?
Pacheco,
I'm going Denver.
Is he hurt? He's still hurt?
Say that again?
Pacheco, the running back for Kansas City Chiefs. Pacheco.
Oh, that's all right. That's all right. I think he is.
Okay.
I think he's still out. But they brought up Hilaire, who was their first round draft pick.
Yep.
But yeah, they're all right.
But Bishop, I got a question. What
ahead.
is Denver's record?
8-2.
So how's he inconsistent?
Right.
If his record's 8-2.
Yeah, but here's Jerry. No, but the quarterback is playing very inconsistent, man.
Yeah.
He's starting off slow. Look at the Giants. They had to score 17 points in the fourth quarter to beat the Giants.
Yeah.
But they have a great record. You got to realize who their coach is. Yeah, they got a great coach.
They do.
Great coach. But Bo has really been consistent this year, man. I mean, not even from one game to the next. I mean, from one quarter to the next. He's really not playing that well this year. But their defense is a Super Bowl quality defense. That's the thing.
Exactly. And their special teams is the same because their special teams have been helping out. I mean, great field position on better than 40% of kickoff returns or punts, things of that nature. So all those little things add up. Bo's in a good position, I'd say about maybe 60% of the time, where all he's got to do a few plays to get him down into the red zone. Bo's problem is when he starts from the 20, 25, or 30, we're going to get that other Bo that don't know. So that's who shows up. Let's see what happens. I'm going to still ride Denver with this one because they're in Denver. And I kind of think they're going to get up for this game and call it the revenge game because I think it wasn't it Kansas City that knocked them out last year, if I'm not mistaken?
Could have been. But
they split. They lost. They had a chance to beat them in the last second, but then they blocked the field goal.
Exactly.
He blocked the field goal.
So
Put them out of the playoffs on that one.
So if they beat Kansas City,
That was regular season.
That was regular season.
Okay.
Kansas City this Sunday, would you still say he's inconsistent? If they beat Kansas City, they go 9-2.
But there, we're talking about the quarterback. You're talking about the team.
Oh,
The team is playing good. The quarterback is not playing good.
Just like Aaron Rodgers or John or
you can't say he's having a great. You can't say he's been consistent just because the 10 team wins. He's not playing consistent football.
But
He's not doing it by himself either.
Go ahead.
Yeah, but he might not be playing consistent for 4 quarters. But that would make them so dangerous. If they down 17 and can come back in the 4th quarter.
Giants. Talk about the Giants.
Yeah,
Bears just did the same thing to the Giants. That's why their coach got fired.
Sure did.
That's why the coach got fired for the same exact thing.
Yeah,
the Bears came back on the Giants and won, and they fired the coach.
Listen, they were playing against the Giants when they went down 17-2.
But the whole point is, we're just looking at the Giants. They had.
We talking about they playing against the Giants.
yeah, but they had about 3-4 quarter wins so far where it looked like they were going to lose. So that some of that could have been a little luck there. That's why you say they're not doing good, because the first 3 quarters you would be doing nothing, and defense would be holding them in. Now they want to.
Now when he wake up,
he wasn't doing that. That's they squeaked by because. And that was about 3 games they won in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, but that's a dangerous team when you can play bad and still win. You 8-2.
But
you
now
can't
they
be playing that.
The whole point is they're going up against the Chiefs now. They
matter.
can't be coming back 17 points down and beat the Chiefs. Just ain't gonna happen.
That ain't gonna happen.
They won against all losing teams.
Hold on. Did the Chiefs lose to Buffalo a couple weeks ago?
Yeah.
Did Miami beat Buffalo Sunday?
Yeah.
Beat them like a rented stepchild.
Yeah.
So I'm just saying, I mean, you know, so the Chiefs
Why Buffalo didn't come back on Miami?
The Chiefs ain't that good then. If they lost to Buffalo, then
that's right.
Killed by Miami Sunday.
Right.
Well, that's not inconsistent.
Yeah,
That's
but
not consistent.
they're gonna be good enough to beat Denver. You watch.
Denver got 46 sacks, Larry. 46 sacks.
That's the best in the league right now.
Okay, that's why we play the game. Not talking about. That's why we play the game.
Absolutely, man. Absolutely.
Bishop, Anthony, and Walt. He got a question.
Which league is the toughest, the AFC or the NFC?
Right now?
I said the AFC. I said the AFC right now.
And Denver's 8-2 in the AFC.
No, actually, the Patriots are on the top seed in the AFC.
Yeah,
they tied with Denver, 8-2.
Yeah.
No, I'm not talking about record. Yeah, 8. Yeah, record. So is the Colts.
But my point is, if the AFC is the toughest, Denver couldn't have been playing too many scrubs.
The Jets, the Cleveland.
Jets, Cleveland, Giants. That's 3 scrubs right there. That's 3 scrubs right there.
AFC and AFC playing the same team.
The Commanders.
Only thing they didn't win.
I'm going to go with the NFC being the toughest because you take them top 5 NFC teams against the top 5 AFC. It's a very close. It's close, but I still give the NFC a slight edge.
Detroit's got pimp slapped by KC.
That's quite all right. KC got pimp slapped by who? The Chargers. Who else?
They both in the AFC. You talking about?
They're both in the AFC. I think it was 2 weeks ago. The AFC went undefeated against the NFC. So the AFC is I think the only loss they had was the Rams beat the Ravens, I think. Yeah.
Football, man.
So yeah, the AFC is the strongest.
All right, let's take a second out to check this out here.
Season's greetings from Big Don Productions and Kingdom Media International proudly presents the Jerry Green's Gospel Showcase and Christmas Toy Drive 2025, Saturday, December 20th at the Music Back Then Performing Theater, 221 Bull Hill Lane, West Haven, Connecticut. Performing that evening will be Jamila Douglas, Blessings, Calvin Cooper, Dre the Voice, Lisa Bellamy, Rock Tabernacle Male Chorus, comedian Dr. Irma Something Else. Featured guest group will be the legendary Tyrese Hall and the Golden Stars. Doors open at 5:30 p.m. and show starts at 6 p.m. sharp. That's at Saturday, December 20th, the Music Back Then Performing Theater, 221 Bull Hill Lane, West Haven, Connecticut. Also, other sponsors include WJRG, Gospel Inspirations, 94.3, WYBC, Action First Broadcast, Rock Tabernacle Ministries. Tickets are $20. And for more information, call 203-875-0520. That's 203-875-0520. Or for tickets, Cash App at $84 Plymouth. That's Cash App at $84 Plymouth for the Jerry Green's Gospel Showcase and Toy Drive 2025.
Okay, real quick. Let Anthony. I think we got a little bit of update from Anthony and Kendall here that they want to give us some updates on. Sports report.
Well, I'll be real quick. Unfortunately, we've lost two great basketball folks over the last 48 hours. Yesterday, Lenny Wilkins, the great coach and player, one of the last player coaches in the NBA, passed away at the age of 88. Still the third winningest coach in NBA history. Also was a tremendous star at Providence College out of Bedford-Stuyvesant, New York. And then earlier today, unfortunately, we heard about Michael Ray Richardson passing away at the age of 70. He developed cancer. And for those of you who may or may not remember, Mike was one of the first players that was actually banned by the league because of his drug use. But he was able to recover while as a player and also recover after his career was over. He's done a lot of counseling for youth along the way as well. But two great players of the game, of the great history of the NBA, had passed away within the last 48 hours of each other. So we just, rest in peace to both of them, and hopefully will be something where you can remember them for their legacies. Kendall?
Yeah, and speaking of the NBA, Victor Wembanyama becomes the first player in NBA history with a stat line such as this, which doesn't measure up to Chamberlain's stat line, just with the 5 3-pointers, but he had 38 points, 6 of 9 3-pointers, 10 of free throws, 12 rebounds, 5 assists, and 5 blocks as he pulled up with a pull-up jumper 3-pointer to win a game last night, and the final being 121-117. I'll give you that team in a couple seconds. Desmond Bane also finishes with 22 points and 7 assists as he, the last being a 3-pointer as Portland was over Orlando, and that's 115-112. Andrew Wiggins scores on a game-ending alley-oop in overtime as Miami defeated the Cleveland Cavaliers after Donovan McNabb hit this prayer of a 3-pointer to tie the game, and Desmond Bane just made that 3-pointer and acted like, hey, this is just something he did. Acted like he'd been there before. And we also have Milwaukee escaping with a 116-114 win after PJ Washington gets fouled on a 3-pointer by Giannis and misses 2 free throws. We have the Hawks over the Clippers, 105-102. Phoenix Suns over the New England Pelicans, that's 121-98. We have the Minnesota Timberwolves over the New Orleans Jazz, 120-113. The Lakers over the Hornets, 121-111. And are we looking at Luka Doncic and Austin Reeves as probably right now, today, the best backcourt in the NBA? We can discuss that if you'd like to talk about that. And the Pistons in overtime over the Wizards, 137-135. You had two 40-point scorers. CJ McCollum, he had 42 points, but also Cade Cunningham had 42 points on 45 shots, which means he missed 32 shots. Tonight in the NBA, we got the Raptors at the Nets. We have the Grizzlies. We have the Grizzlies at the Knicks. We have the Celtics at the 76ers. We have the Warriors at the Thunder. We have the Pacers at the Jazz and the Nuggets at the King. And as I mentioned before, the San Antonio Spurs beat the Chicago Bulls, and that was a 121-117. And that's in the NBA.
Thanks for that, Kendall. Okay, we're going to go back to football. Pastor, you are a football man too. You have anything you want to throw out there on some football? We count on you too.
Man, I thought it was a great week. Great week this year. I don't have any far as particulars, just looking at the good games that are coming up this week. So I didn't have anything prepared, but just good games. Good games, this week. And I can't wait for the Rams into Seattle. That's going to be a showdown, as well as Kansas City. Those are two marquee games that's going to put a lot. What about the Patriots? Are the Patriots Super Bowl contender? That was my question.
Yeah, good question.
I think so. I think so.
I have a
Can't deny
question.
him. You cannot deny him.
How about
I mean,
Jonathan Taylor in Indiana?
Yeah, absolutely. I
But
just think for Patriots, I think they made they made a great choice. I think Vrabel was a perfect head coach, and then he got the perfect coordinator for a young quarterback. And May is looking great, man. He's actually the top leading candidate for MVP this year, according to betting organization. He's the number one, and Matthew Stafford is number two, followed by the running back for the Colts. So right now, and the Colts running back, he's ahead of Saquon Barkley's pace from last year. So you got to keep looking at him for about 2,000 yard thing, because he's ahead of his pace that Barkley was on last year.
Pastor, I got a question for you though.
Sure.
How can the Buffalo Bills beat the Chiefs then lose to the Dolphins? I mean,
You know, Jerry, I was listening to that. Herm Edwards was talking about that, and the thing is, it's that you get up for some teams, and Josh Allen gets up for the Chiefs, but he's not. They don't have a good enough team for him to carry the load. They should have got another wide receiver. They just picked up Hartman. They used to play for the Chiefs. They just signed him today to the practice squad. They need another wide receiver, because you got Josh Allen and you got Cook, the running back. But yeah, they just get up. That defense, I was amazed. That defense played so well against the Chiefs, and Miami ran through them like they were Swiss cheese. I mean, like it wasn't even there. You're like, wait a minute. How the Chiefs, nobody could get open. But Miami, everybody open. I was like, what the heck? I mean, that's how football is this year. What somebody said about the parity, but I don't know. I was same thing, and we all thought the same thing, because everybody on the thing picked Buffalo to win. Nobody picked Miami to win. And I tell you, if they would have won that game, lost that game, the Dolphins head coach would have been with Dable too. He would have been unemployed. But it saved his job, man.
But don't that fall on the coach though? If your team is inconsistent, I mean, you got to have a game.
Absolutely. You know why? Because the coach, absolutely, because they look like they wasn't prepared, and that's all on the coach. That's the coach is the one that it looked like they. We say that before about some of the other teams we look at. They played down to their competition. They were playing the Chiefs, so they was like, we got to beat the Chiefs. And then the Dolphins was like, we could beat them in our sleep, and they couldn't.
Okay. Go ahead, Larry. Give me your opinion on Buffalo, man.
Buffalo got a pretty good team. I think they're really good, but New England got the better team, but in the playoff situation, I'd rather go to New England and play in New England any day than go down to Buffalo, where especially in playoff time, the temperature is so different, and it's like no other place to play, unless you're playing in Green Bay, because the temperature's so cold. So I say I would rather go to New England any day and face the Patriots than go down to Buffalo in the playoffs and play them.
Bruce, it's cold in New England
It's
too.
cold in New England too.
Yeah, cold in New England too. I was gonna say the same thing, Bruce.
Buffalo got a different type of cold. If you ain't been there, I'm serious. One day they got 4 feet of snow or 5 feet of snow.
Lake effect, yeah.
Hey, that's a snow flurry, Larry. 4 feet of snow.
I lived there for 5 years.
For them.
I hear
lived there.
Well,
trust me. As a truck driver, I've been to Green Bay. I've been to Buffalo. I'd rather go to Green Bay and New England than go to Buffalo, because when it's snow out there, just sit down for a day. But the beautiful thing about them, and I will get back to sports, is they clean up faster than any other city around the Northeast region. They clean up the fast.
Because they used to it.
Yeah.
And you want to say something?
No.
I was going to say something. Buffalo has a history, and it seems to be repeating itself. Buffalo is the only team in NFL history to go to the Super Bowl 4 straight times. And Jim Kelly was just as good as any quarterback back there. He would get up for Joe Montana in the regular season, John Elway. He was just as good. And he just reminds me, right now with Josh Allen, he gets up for Pat Mahomes, but it seems like, he can't close it out in the playoffs. He reminds me also, please forgive me, Bishop, of Fran Tarkenton. Fran Tarkenton was a great quarterback. I mean, he was a great regular season quarterback. But Roger Staubach, Kenny Stabler, these guys were winning the Super Bowls, So, and seriously, when you saw Fran Tarkenton play, I mean, although we think about the push off with Drew Pearson, the push, the long play, but the reason why that play was there was because Fran Tarkenton and Roger Staubach was having a duel at quarterback that it came down to a last pass to Drew Pearson. So until Josh Allen shows me he can get over the hump, he gets up in the regular season for Pat Mahomes, but it really doesn't matter until the playoffs. Pat Mahomes has got 3 Super Bowl rings in his and a loss. So Pat Mahomes is a playoff player, and 2 losses.
He got 2 losses.
Yeah, 2 losses. I'm so sorry. He has 2
Give
losses.
the other one. Give it to him.
Oh, no problem. But it's still. But the bottom line is, he's in the Super Bowl. It's like the regular season, fine. We're even. But it just seems like when it's playoff time, Josh Allen cannot beat him in the playoffs so far, according to.
I remind you of any other quarterbacks that fit that description. Number 4 for Dallas, number 10 for Minnesota when he was there. Then he went to
Danny White for Dallas.
Yeah, he did it too. Regular season, great players. Come playoff time, like a cheap suit, they just fall apart. Sam Darnold recently. But now, let me say this before we move on. I know time is getting away from us. There's a documentary I was watching on Minnesota, and it's a sad thing to know that this team has been under 500 in the playoffs since 1966.
Wow.
So, it's I had to watch it. Kind of hurt my heart. You mentioned Fran Tarkenton and that play you were talking about. They actually had that play in there. The one time Minnesota had their best shot. I mean, how you going to have the best offense and the best defense in 78 and then turn around and lose to the Pittsburgh Steelers?
And lose to,
That's how you win it all.
Larry, I got a question for you, though. You said Pat Mahomes is 3-2 in the Super Bowl, right?
Yes.
If he lose another one, it'd be 3-3. Would he still be the GOAT at 3-3?
Yeah.
In the Super Bowl.
We still be the GOAT at his age.
Will he be the GOAT at 3-3 now?
At 3-3, we still be the GOAT.
I'm asking you. Yeah, he would.
Yes.
At 3-3.
You win 3 by the time you're 30. Well, 3-3 or not, you still the GOAT in my book.
Okay, all right, okay.
Well, he still won't be the GOAT. Tom Brady.
No, Tom Brady is.
Tom Brady GOAT. We know Tom Brady GOAT, but I'm talking about players playing right now.
Tell you, Larry, the longer he plays, the less likely he is the GOAT. Now, he ain't looking too good this year, bro. I know you don't like that, but I was saying that the longer he plays, the longer he plays, man, the further he's dropping down the list, man. The longer he plays.
Singing Sunday.
Okay, you better sing.
Yeah, she
Fat
got
lady singing Sunday.
Oh, somebody gonna be crying.
Fat lady singing on Sunday.
Before we move any further, I'd like to give the guys a chance
to
come up with some subject. Like Bishop, we'll go with you. You got a subject you want to come up with?
Well, I'm getting ready to give it a little bit of time, and I'll catch you on the next round because I want to get into college basketball, but I got to give it a chance to really get off the ground. So I'm gonna get into college basketball in a little bit, but in terms of football, I'm right now. I'm sedated right now because after that little horrific display, and I'm not blaming JJ McCarthy. I'm just wow, like. Minnesota, what are you doing? You had 3 opportunities to put that game away, and you blew all 3 of them. I mean, you can't have 2 interceptions and a fumble. It was actually 2 interceptions and 2 fumbles, one of which they recovered. 13 points. If they take away them 13 points, Minnesota wins. But woulda, coulda, shoulda don't do much for you either. And close don't work in horseshoes either. So I'm going to be quiet about that. The ship is gone for the moment, but the train can stay.
Yeah, Bishop. Yeah, Bishop.
Hold on.
Yeah, Bishop.
Yeah, he needs them, man. Stay in last place, too, man.
Take that train down, man.
It's painful to say it, fellas. It's a 90% chance they won't make the playoffs, and it's painful to say it, but let's be real about it. You know,
Take the train down.
For the OJ, we cry together.
That purpose,
there you go.
pretty strong, Bishop. That purpose.
Well, I'm coming
Nobody
back.
win
Hey,
Dallas, so your Vikings might as well go away.
hey, the ship won't come back unless Minnesota's making the playoffs. So the train stays. And matter of fact, the Knicks come up next, you know, in late December. Because if Minnesota's like 3 games under 500, let me get my Knicks background put up so I can move on.
Who has a better chance of winning the playoff game, the Bears or the Patriots?
The Patriots.
The Patriots.
I tell you, the Bears are tough, man.
I'm going to say both.
The Patriots.
Yeah, I think the Patriots too. I just think
you're
they're
right, Patriots, but I think
the defense has always been good, and Stephon Diggs has made a major difference for the quarterback up there. You know, you see that move that Grable did. Grable purposely didn't score the touchdown, so the clock would run down and took it to the 4th down, and Diggs caught the touchdown pass to end the half, and then they came out to start the 3rd quarter and got another touchdown. Put the game away right there. That's just an excellent.
And that's good coaching.
That's what I'm saying. I'm saying that's an excellent move by a coach, because he would have took all kind of criticism because he kicked the field goals, tie score. He said, forget that. We're going to run it out. We're going to keep the ball in our hands. We're going to score a touchdown, and then we're going to come out and score another touchdown to put it away. And that's what they did. That's the confidence that he has in that team.
Yeah, he's a great coach.
Listen, you guys wasn't on Friday. Pastor, Bruce, and Henry, you wasn't on Friday. I got a question. Klay Thompson, he got benched. Is he washed up, Henry? Klay Thompson?
I don't know if he's washed up, but he's not the same player that he used to be.
He washed up.
You know what I mean? So
He won his Smash Brothers. Klay going to
I guess it all depends on his role. He's trying what he got to play, but for him to say he can't shoot anymore, I don't know. I haven't seen Klay. Wow, but
Hey, Jerry, that's like saying you get up in the morning with your washcloth to wash your face. You put it under the sink. You put it under the water, but it's not getting wet. How does that work?
He's not a starter, right? And he's on the bench. I mean, we never would picture seeing Steph on the bench, and he was part of the Splash Brothers.
Right.
You know, you gotta. In my mind, he washed up. I mean, he could still hang around. He could still produce a little bit, but he's not a star anymore.
Go ahead, pass the ball. Go ahead, pass the ball.
You know, he never came back from that. He never came back from that injury. That's the thing, man. The injury. Klay was a great shooter. He never was a good ball handler. He wasn't a great rebounder. He used to be a great defensive player too. But once he hurt his leg, he became a one-trick pony. And now he's not that deadly shooter like he used to be. He'd probably be a great scorer coming off the bench. But he just never recovered from the injury. He's not Kevin Durant, as you can see.
Is he washed up though? Yes or no?
I don't think he's washed up. I don't think he's the same player he was before. Washed up means you can't make the roster. Washed up means you're the 12th man on the team.
We're not talking about that far back on washed up, but
that's what he said. That's what washed up means.
He's a starter that can't start no more.
Right. So he's no longer a starter. Right. He's a bench player now. He's a bench player.
Yeah, but y'all got to remember, before he left Golden State, he was pretty well finished. They gave him a shot there. He does like the pink soap pad. He all washed up.
Oh man, that's rough.
It's not helping. It's not helping that he's out there dating.
You might be able to bring him off the bench for a couple of minutes here and there, but he might well go on with Megan Thee Stallion and ride off on that horse and forget about it
and be happy.
Or Bruce, can I throw another scenario out there? Get him a sweater and put him on the dog track. Let him see which one can run the fastest. That's about where he is now. He's not done, but he's done.
That's like LeBron James coming off the bench, you know.
Now
LeBron James comes off the bench. What you gonna say? He's not washed up.
If he washed up,
if he come off the bench, coming off the bench. If he come off the bench, he'll be washed. Time for him to
He
get out the
washed
game.
up.
You're too old.
You'll never see LeBron come off the bench.
Hey, Kendall, let's time in a little bit. What you want to get in there?
Well, I'm thinking, I'm wondering if, when Indianapolis, with the record that they're having, and obviously they are, pitting Drake May as the MVP and Matthew Stafford. But if Indianapolis keeps on winning, they won't win against Kansas City. They keep on winning. Does that ensure that someone other than a player on Indianapolis will win the MVP? Because I think that Taylor and the quarterback, are going to split the votes. I think when you look at Indianapolis, I think the X factor is that Saquon Barkley effect last year. They got a ground game. And they got a ground game with some guys. Looks like he's going to get 2,000 rushing yards. He has a shot at Dickerson's record, but he also has 17 games to get there. Dickerson's record happened in 12 games. So if you can do it at game 12, then you're going to respect
Dickerson didn't do it in 12 games. Only one did in 12 was OJ.
OJ did it in 12, right? OJ and
not Dickerson
and Jim Brown. And Jim Brown did his 9 years. He did that in 12 games. And Dickerson did his a little bit, like maybe the 16, but still, yeah, he did. Yeah, maybe the 16. So,
I thought OJ did it in 14.
OJ did 12.
OJ was 12.
12.
Yeah, OJ was 12. And that last one was Monday night against the Miami Dolphins, and I watched that game. But I'm just wondering, with Taylor having this, spectacular year that no one is talking about. This guy got 244 yards the other day on 32 carries, averaging 8 yards.
Yeah, he's having a great year.
After everybody, listen, that's 8 yards a carry. 5 is good.
That front line opening big holes for him.
So does that mean he does not, let's say he goes over and break Dickerson's record, he does not win it because they're going to say Indianapolis coach won. They did really well. And if, the quarterback from the Giants has a good year, more than likely they'll steer that award to a quarterback. It just seems like if a quarterback is outstanding, he's getting the MVP. I think the MVP should go to the most outstanding or most valuable player to the team. And right now it's that running back. That running back is freeing up everything for that quarterback.
You know what I
heard this, Kendall, they were saying if Indianapolis get the number 1 seed and Taylor, gets 2,000 yards, he'll probably get the MVP.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I think they should I think they should take all the quarterbacks out of the MVP race like that and make them.
I agree.
Like they do the pitchers. They get a pitcher to Cy Young.
Cy Young.
Yeah.
It's not fair to a running back like Taylor to carry that team.
And then lose to a quarterback.
Right, exactly.
Yeah.
I agree with you on that, Bruce. 100%.
Well, that's what happened to Saquon last year. But what they said was that they feel the Eagles had a loaded team, and Josh Allen carried his team, so they figured he was the MVP. Daniel Jones isn't carrying this team, but there's no one else. There's not another quarterback because the Rams got a very balanced team. Matthews having a good year, but he's not carrying the team. They got a great defense. They got 2 great wide receivers. So,
yeah, but when a man run over 2,000 yards, I think he carrying the team.
I agree.
Y'all said
I agree, but I'm just saying. I think the logic last year was that the Eagles had a better team than the Bills.
Yeah, but
and the Bills, overall team.
Suppose you got a good running back with no offensive line. Do you hold that against him or the offensive line?
Well, you see that right now, Bruce. The offensive line is not the same line that it was last year, and that's why he's not having the same year. I mean, he get hit in the backfield. You just said it. He had a great offensive line, the best in the best.
Line, he can't produce, and he won't get it.
You made a great point, and I agree with that.
Yeah, you won't get it.
You made a great point.
We definitely seen that with Saquon this year. He can't get that running because he got
because he getting hit in the backfield. It's not the same line.
Right.
You couldn't have put that.
All right. Okay.
Couldn't have put that no better, bro.
All right, 7:04, man. What we gonna do?
Show ain't doing that this year.
But Bruce, remember back in the day with Emmett, with that Dallas Cowboys great line?
Oh,
They
yeah.
used to say if Barry Sanders was on the Cowboys, man, he would have broke all kind of records.
Right.
Emmett had a great offensive line.
Yeah.
You know, Sanders was running for his life, running this way, running that way. You know, he was all over the place, man.
Hey, speaking
Hey,
of Emmett,
just a heads up. There was 17 games when what's name did it in 2013,
Yeah.
and when OJ did it, there was 14 games.
I thought so.
Okay.
can
Okay.
I, hey,
14 when
Bruce,
OJ got it, and when Eric got it, it was 17.
hey, Bruce, not to
No,
switch the
Eric got
subject.
it was 16.
It was 16
It was
with
17.
Aaron.
17.
Eric
Look
wasn't
it up. Look it up. 2013.
There were no 17 games until just recently.
17 2 years ago.
Yeah.
Eric
It
Okay,
was
it's 2 games difference. It's a 2-game difference.
The only thing about even with Eric, everybody knew he was getting the ball. They had nobody else on the team.
Right.
Everybody knew OJ was getting it. They called him the orange juice.
The orange juice. Yeah.
OJ didn't stop running until he got in the airport, man.
He the electric company. That's all they had was OJ.
All they had was OJ,
Boy.
yeah.
Hey, can I throw one quick fun fact out there for you, Bruce? Remember the year when Dallas traded Herschel Walker to Minnesota?
Yeah.
Minnesota gave up 3 first rounds, 4
Yeah.
second rounds,
Put
I
him
think
over
2 or 3 third
They
rounders.
gave him the Super Bowl.
They gave him Emmitt Smith is what they did. Minnesota gave Dallas Emmitt Smith and then got Herschel Walker back. Yeah, okay. I'm in
But I
pain
wanna
again.
know-
Where's it? Give me a Don. Give me that tissue, man. Just pass it right through. Just
Yeah.
What was the fun fact that? You know,
the fun fact was you guys got what Minnesota should have had in a running back. Unfortunately, the front office for Minnesota was a bunch of clowns running around in a little Volkswagen.
I thought you were gonna say something like the Vikings did that trade in one, but
No,
I don't think the Vikings was laughing that year.
it was fun for Bruce, but no fun for me.
Yes, sir.
All right, if nobody else got anything, I guess we can wrap it up now.
Bishop, you will close out in prayer, man? Oh, I'm sorry, Don.
That's easy to do. Father God, we thank you, we honor you, we glorify you. Thank you for this time, God. Always thank you for the great fellowship, always putting you first, God. Thank you for keeping us throughout the course of the week and out the course of this day. Thank you for a great start to a beautiful week. Now, as we leave this place, but never your presence, continue to walk with us, talk to us, lead us, guide us, continue to guard us, govern us, protect us, correct us as we move forward. Thank you for seasoned speech that we may speak a word unto the weary in their due season. Help us to minister grace to those whom we come in contact with. Thank you for every listener, for every observer of the KMI project. God, we thank you for the expansion of KMI, the expansion of WJRG, the expansion of Sports Talk, and all that comes with it, Big Don Productions and everything else, God. Now, Lord, we're putting this into your hand, into your charge, and in your care. And Lord, while you're answering prayer, do something for Minnesota. In Jesus' name I pray, amen.
Bruce, I see big